Every day we see new projects, whether in our personal lives, workplace, or environment. As the future of work changes, preferences for project management approaches are changing. This is one of the reasons project managers are in high demand today. And according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, the employment of project management specialists is projected to grow 6% from 2022 to 2032. Hi, I'm Chigazie, a project management professional passionate about projects and people management. I also volunteer with the Project Management Institute at the Durham Highlands chapter. This course is one of my passion projects and I'm so excited that you're on board. So learn as much as you can to enable you stand out in your professional journey and equally prepare you for the Capm certification. In this course, you will learn virtually everything you need to know to master the PM field and the Capm exam. We have meticulously structured our curriculum to cover all essential topics and provide you with the best strategies for success. The Capm certification is a valuable credential for project management professionals who are looking to advance their careers. It demonstrates your commitment to the field and your expertise in project management principles and practices. Our course is designed to provide you with the knowledge, skills, and strategies necessary to ace the Capm exam. Even if you're not taking the exam anytime soon, this course will equip you in your project management journey. We'll cover key areas such as project management, processes, project integration, scope, time, cost, quality, human resources, communications, risks, procurement, and stakeholder management. We employ a variety of learning strategies to ensure you thoroughly understand the material. These include interactive lecture like this, real-world examples, practice exams, and study tips that align with the Capm exam format. By the end of this course, you will not only be prepared to pass the Capm exam, but also equipped with practical project management skills that you can apply in your professional roles. This certification will set you apart in the competitive job market and open doors to new career opportunities. The Capm certification demonstrates a solid foundation of project management knowledge and skills, as well as a commitment to professional development. It's recognized globally and shows that you have the competencies needed to effectively manage projects. By achieving this certification, you will not only gain credibility, but also increase your potential for career growth and advancement. It signals to employers and colleagues that you are dedicated to your profession and equipped with the essential skills to contribute to successful project outcomes. So if you're aiming to elevate your career and distinguish yourself as a knowledgeable project management professional, pursuing the Capm certification is a step in the right direction. Let's start by defining what a project is. A project is a temporary endeavor undertaken to create a unique product, service, or result. Firstly, a project can result in a product. This could be an enhancement or correction to an existing item or the creation of an entirely new item. For example, developing a new smartphone or updating software. Secondly, a project can produce a service. This might involve supporting production or distribution, such as setting up a new customer support system or developing a logistics network. Thirdly, a project can deliver a result. This could be an outcome or document such as a research report, a feasibility study, or a performance analysis. It's important to note that a project is temporary, and this means it must have a definite beginning and end. Unlike ongoing operations, projects have a clear start and finish, and once the objectives are achieved, the project concludes. Understanding these fundamental aspects of a project helps us better manage and execute them, ensuring we deliver valuable and successful outcomes. There are various types of project life cycles, each with its unique approach and characteristics. One common type is the predictive life cycle. In this approach, the project scope, schedule, and cost are determined upfront. The predictive life cycle works best for projects with well-defined requirements and deliverables. This allows for detailed planning, execution, and ensuring that everything is mapped out. Let's explore other types of project life cycles. We have iterative and incremental life cycles. These involve breaking down the project into smaller phases or iterations, allowing for continuous feedback and improvements throughout the project. This approach is valuable when requirements are likely to change or evolve over time, providing flexibility and adaptability to deliver the best possible outcome. Next, we have adaptive life cycles, which focus on embracing change and uncertainty. This makes them suitable for projects in a dynamic and unpredictable environment where responsiveness is necessary to change. Finally, there are hybrid life cycles. These combine elements from different life cycle approaches to tailor the project management process to specific needs, offering a customized solution for managing projects effectively. Understanding and choosing the right life cycle approach will help us to manage our projects better and adapt to changing requirements. Make sure you know what works for your organization and project. Remember, we said that a project is unique. It means that the approach has to fit the project. This is the picture to give you a better understanding of the process groups and knowledge areas and how they relate with each other. You can find this information in your project management book of knowledge. Project managers are pivotal to the success of any project. They play a role akin to conductors in an orchestra, ensuring harmony and synchronization. In an organization, the project manager is entrusted with leading and guiding the project team towards achieving its objectives. Understand that a project manager in company A may be different in company B. They may have the same title, but their specific tasks might be different. However, the key responsibilities of a project manager include: 1. Leading the project team. They inspire and guide the team members towards shared goals. They also plan and coordinate tasks, developing strategies and organizing activities to meet project milestones. Project managers communicate with stakeholders, maintaining clear and effective communication channels to ensure alignment and manage expectations. They also build relationships with other project managers and sponsors to foster a supportive project environment. Project managers demonstrate value by showing the importance and impact of project management practices to stakeholders and the organization. And so by effectively fulfilling all these roles, project managers drive project success and contribute to organizational growth. Project management processes are the foundation for successful project completion, organized into 5 essential process groups: initiating, planning, executing, monitoring, and controlling, and closing. We'll go into the details in a few seconds. The 10 knowledge areas defined by the Project Management Institute, PMI, include integration management, scope management, time management, cost management, quality management, human resources management, communications management, risk management, procurement management, and stakeholder management. Let's dive into the initiating process group, the first step in the 5 process groups of project management according to the PMBOK guide. This process group is vital as it focuses on outlining the project's objectives, recognizing key stakeholders, and securing approval to commence the project. In this phase, we create the project charter, identify stakeholders, and define the overall project scope. The planning process group is essential for charting the course of the project towards success. In this group, we establish the project scope, devise the schedule, allocate the budget, and assess potential risks. During this stage, we create the project plan, which acts as a roadmap for the project team during the execution phase. In the planning process group, there are several critical activities that ensure project success. These include defining the project scope, establishing what will be included and excluded from the project. Also developing the project management plan, which means creating a comprehensive plan that outlines how the project will be executed, monitored, and closed. And also defining and documenting project objectives. You would clearly articulate the goals and outcomes the project aims to achieve. And then defining project stakeholders, identifying them. You recognize all the individuals and groups affected by the project and understand their needs and expectations. You also get to create a work breakdown structure, which means breaking down the project deliverables into smaller, manageable components. Then you are documenting all these activities in order to produce the project management plan. The executing process group is where the real project work takes place. In this phase, the emphasis is on coordinating people and resources, managing stakeholder expectations, and ensuring that the project stays on course. During this phase, the project manager utilizes leadership skills to inspire and direct the team while also monitoring progress and addressing issues. The executing phase involves extensive communication, problem solving, and decision making to drive the project towards successful execution. The monitoring and controlling process group is all about tracking, reviewing, and managing the project's progress and performance. This phase ensures that the project achieves its objectives, stays within the budget, and follows the planned schedule. In the monitoring and controlling process group, key activities include performance measurement, which is assessing whether the project is on track in terms of scope, schedule, and cost. Quality control, which is ensuring that the project's deliverables meet the required standards and specifications. Risk management, which is identifying potential issues and risks and implementing strategies to address them. Change control, which is managing changes to the project scope, schedule, and budget to keep the project aligned with its goals. Here is a case incident to help you understand it better. Sarah, a project manager at Tech Innovations Incorporated, is overseeing the construction of a new office building. During the monitoring and controlling process group phase, Sarah faces several issues such as construction is behind schedule due to delivery delays, some electrical work does not meet standards, rising material costs threaten the budget, worse still, the CEO requests additional design changes. Sarah addresses these challenges by tracking progress. She identifies and resolves these delays. She ensures that there is quality, which means correcting the electrical work. She manages risks by adjusting the budget and negotiates with suppliers. And of course, controlling the changes. She documents and evaluates, gets approval for these changes. Remember, to avoid scope creep, you must make sure that the change goes through a change management process. Sarah's proactive approach helps bring the project back on track, meet the revised budget, and complete the building successfully. The closing process group is the final phase of the project management process where everything comes to a close. What happens in the closing process group? During this phase, the project is officially completed, all tasks are finished, and the final deliverables are handed over to the stakeholders. It is crucial to ensure that all project objectives are met and requirements are fulfilled. Key activities in this phase include securing formal approval from stakeholders that all project deliverables are complete and they meet the agreed upon criteria. Conducting lessons learned sessions by evaluating what went well and what could be improved for future projects. And then, of course, finalizing and archiving all project documents for future reference. Releasing team members and other resources back to the organization or to new projects is part of the closing process group. Now to the knowledge areas. Project integration management is a crucial aspect of project management focused on unifying all project components to ensure overall success. The project charter and project management plan are central to integration management. Under project integration management, the PM directs and manages project work. This involves coordinating team activities, managing resources, and ensuring that project deliverables are produced as planned. They ensure that there is integrated change control, which ensures that any modifications to the scope, schedule, or budget are properly reviewed, approved, and implemented to avoid scope creep, budget overruns, and delays. Project scope management is a vital part of project management focused on defining and controlling what is included in the project and what is not. It ensures that all necessary work is completed within the defined scope, budget, and schedule, preventing scope creep and ensuring project success. This process includes several important steps such as scope planning, scope definition, creating the work breakdown structure, scope verification, and scope control. Project schedule management involves planning, creating, and controlling the project schedule to ensure timely and budget-compliant completion. It includes identifying and defining all tasks needed to complete the project. Determining the order in which tasks should be performed. This is known as sequencing activities. Estimating how long each task will take, and then creating a timeline that aligns with project goals. Remember, it has to be realistic. Usually the size of the project and the available resources will determine how long it will take to complete the project. Project cost management covers all aspects of planning, estimating, budgeting, and controlling project costs to ensure successful project delivery. Key components of project cost management include cost estimation, predicting the cost for resources, labor, materials, and equipment. Cost budgeting, which is allocating the cost estimates to individual tasks to create a performance baseline. Cost control, which is monitoring performance and managing changes to the budget to keep the project on track. Project quality management ensures that a project meets its requirements and satisfies stakeholder needs. Think of it like ordering a cup of coffee. It must meet your taste preferences, not the server's. That's quality. It involves 4 main components: defining quality standards, quality planning, quality assurance, and quality control throughout the project lifecycle. Quality planning means developing plans to achieve and maintain quality throughout the project. Quality assurance means that you're ensuring that quality standards are followed and processes are effective. Quality control means that you're monitoring and measuring project deliverables to ensure that they meet quality standards. Project resource management focuses on planning, estimating, acquiring, developing, and managing resources throughout the project lifecycle. Key steps include planning, resource management. That means that you're identifying how resources will be allocated, utilized, and controlled. Estimating activity resources. Here you determine the type and quantity of resources needed for each activity, considering availability, skills, and productivity. Acquiring resources, which involves securing team members, materials, or equipment required for the project. Project communication management is essential for keeping stakeholders informed and engaged throughout the project lifecycle. Project managers spend about 90% of their time dealing with communication-related issues. You're probably going to see this type of question in your Capm exam. So, effective communication management involves identifying stakeholders, deciding what information will be shared, how often, and through which methods: Zoom, email, Microsoft Teams, Google Meet, or in person in the office. It also involves establishing who will communicate with each stakeholder. Not everybody is fit to send a message. The right sender most times determines how the message will be received and understood. So check well. Active communication management ensures that communication is effective, feedback is addressed, and the communication strategy evolves to meet project needs. We're not going to conclude this knowledge area without talking about communication barriers. Communication barriers can hinder project success by causing misunderstanding and misalignment between stakeholders. Common barriers include language differences, miscommunication, and lack of clarity. As a project manager, you need to monitor communications closely to avoid these barriers. What is a risk? A risk is any event or condition that can impact your project, whether positively or negatively. An important distinction to remember is that risks are not the same as issues. Risks can affect anything: people, processes, technology, and resources. Key steps in risk management include plan risk management, and this involves developing a plan for identifying, analyzing, and responding to risks to minimize their impact. Identifying risks means that you are recognizing potential threats or opportunities that could affect the project's objectives. Risks can originate from various sources, including internal factors like resource constraints and external factors such as market conditions. To manage risks effectively, you would have to perform both qualitative and quantitative risk analysis. Qualitative risk analysis means that you are assessing risks based on subjective measures like probability and impact. Quantitative risk analysis means that you are using numerical data to assess risks in terms of their effects on cost, schedule, or other project goals. Thorough risk analysis helps to identify and prioritize risks, enabling the creation of effective mitigation strategies for project success. Procurement management involves developing a plan for acquiring goods and services needed for a project. This process includes determining what to procure, when to acquire it, and the quantity required. Project managers usually go through this phase after conducting a make or buy analysis, where they determine if they should use the resources they have in-house or outsource them. For instance, in a construction project needing steel, the plan outlines how to source the steel, cost estimates, and the procurement schedule. Effective procurement management ensures that project resources are acquired on time, within budget, and meet the project's requirements. Conduct procurements include reviewing vendor proposals to find the best fit for the project needs, negotiating terms, and formalizing the agreement with the chosen vendor. Control procurement focuses on managing procurement relationships and ensuring contract performance. Project stakeholder management. Who are stakeholders? Stakeholders are individuals who have an interest in the project or who are affected by its results. They can influence the project positively or negatively. Project stakeholder management focuses on identifying stakeholders, understanding their needs, and managing their involvement throughout the project. Effective stakeholder management involves identifying key stakeholders, assessing their influence and interest, and developing strategies for engagement. Creating plans to keep stakeholders informed through updates and engagement matrices. And of course, providing ongoing progress reports to maintain stakeholder engagement. An example of a stakeholder matrix is the power interest matrix, which categorizes stakeholders based on their level of power and interest in the project. Phew, we are done with the project management principles, and I have included effective study techniques for those interested in taking the CAPM. A well-structured study schedule is essential for preparing effectively for the CAPM exam. Quickly, here are my tips for a successful study schedule. Set realistic goals. Break down the CAPM topics into manageable sections and assign specific time frames. Allocate time wisely. Make sure you spend more time on challenging topics and less on familiar ones. Leverage study materials and tools, and I encourage you to purchase the embark if you haven't already done so. And use other project management resources out there. Make sure to stick to your study plan to stay on track for the exam day. A good study plan helps manage your time, ensures coverage of all topics, and builds confidence for the CAPM exam. Effective time management is essential to complete all 150 questions within the 3-hour exam period. Key time management strategies to help you on your exam day. Quickly review all questions to gauge topics and difficulty once you start. Aim to spend 1 minute per question. Manage your time to avoid rushing at the end, and there is always a timer at the top to keep you in check. Mark difficult questions. Make sure you flag those questions you find challenging and return to them if time allows. And of course, keep an eye on the time and adjust your pace as needed. Understanding the CAPM exam registration process is key to passing on your first try. Register on the PMI website and complete the application form. Check eligibility and submit documentation for education and experience. Study the PMI exam content outline thoroughly. This one is essential. Make sure you fully understand the ECO. I can't overemphasize this. Once approved, get your authorization to test and schedule your exam. Arrive early with a valid ID and take the test. Whether you're taking the exam at home or at the test center, arrive early. Don't stroll into your room and start setting up 5 minutes to the exam. You may be disappointed by technical issues. One good thing about the CAPM exam is that you get your score immediately, and if successful, your CAPM certification will be in your hands in a few weeks. Throughout this course, we explored vital topics to help you understand project management and also succeed in the CAPM exam. We covered project management processes such as core knowledge areas, project management tools and techniques, project life cycle phases. We also studied the stages from initiation to closure, and of course the role of a project manager. I will include a link to take the free practice test with over 30 exam type questions for you. Again, like and share this video with your friends, and who knows, this might just be what they've been waiting for. Thank you for watching, and I will see you again. Bye.